viral attention for sharing her regrets about ditching the idea of marriage and family.
I feel unbelievably betrayed by feminism. I was constantly fed this idea that women can do everything. We don't really need men. Women can have the great career and have the kids that they like and change the tires and do this. I mean, I grew up thinking, and men are great, but like I can do all the same things.
Of course, women now want to become men.
I do feel in many ways betrayed by that line of thinking. I kind of want to go back to some of those teachers and coaches and say, what the hell did you mean by that? Because women can't do it all. We can't. I got all these horrible comments from men telling me I had missed my chance and that was a stupid feminist who was focused on myself. I mean, for me, it's definitely started to feel hollow and meaningless. You know, it's taken me to this point in my life to realize that that's not a life that's going to bring you happiness. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be on your deathbed one day and look back and go, I wish I went to more parties. You know, you're going to look back and say, oh my God, like this person I created was someone I loved. And, you know, that's going to be the thing that's meaningful.
Apparently in Korea, there are men that put in "my wife is a feminist" as a reason for divorce. This is not satire, unfortunately. This is happening in real life in South Korea, which I am in complete disbelief about.
Why are you surprised about this? Feminism has lied to you. Men don't want boss B. They don't want strong, independent women. It's not in our nature to want that.
According to a Korean divorce attorney who's on Twitter, she says that multiple men file for divorce, the main reason being that they married because they thought their wife wasn't a feminist, but it turns out they were. So they feel betrayed and they file for divorce.
Yeah, exactly like women file for divorce in the USA without giving any reason or stating money because she thought he will be a millionaire and now he's not and she feels betrayed.
I'm dating a broke guy and it really sucks because he has the best personality, hands down. I have so much fun with him, but it's like it's gotten to the point where right now I'm not doing as financially well as I normally do. So in the past, like we have taken trips, but I've paid for the trips, I've paid for the hotel, I've paid for the rental of the car. If we've been to concerts, I've paid for the tickets.
Guys, how much do you want to bet that if she finds another man that has money, it doesn't matter how good of a personality he has, she will leave?
He does what he can when he can, but he doesn't do enough.
Every man that I've ever been with has treated me like a princess. And when they didn't, I looked at them like, what's happening right now?
Sorry guys, I couldn't find the original video because she deleted it.
No, I don't get it. I know I don't like it. So I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? Anything I asked for, any expectation I had, I was just like, this is how it's always happened for me. So why wouldn't it happen now? Unless you're different from everything that I've ever experienced. And if you're different from everything I've ever experienced, then either you're not a good fit, or I'm obviously too good for you, or I just need to hurry up and get to the next guy who's going to give me what I've always been given.
The crazy part is that she's always been treated like a princess. So why didn't she stay? Why didn't she get married with those guys? Why? They all treated her like a princess. Everything was perfect. So why isn't she married? Why is she looking for the next guy and the next guy and the next guy? That's what happens when you treat women like princesses.
You never see a woman in a long-term committed relationship give this type of advice.
Of course.
Because let's be honest, the women that demand princess treatment are never the ones that reciprocate that same energy.
Of course.
And they leave the second the man makes a mistake.
I give guys wifey material on a girlfriend package. And I need your help because I can't do this any longer. This is probably one of the most humiliating videos I'm ever going to make, and I'm not even joking for clickbait. My question is, genuinely, how do all of you girls getting engaged get engaged?
Well, most women, if they want a family and a husband, get engaged in their 20s, not in their 30s.
I have tried to convince pretty much every partner I've been with, and yes, I'm saying the word convince because it doesn't seem to come naturally. And no one is proposing to me. And
Okay, so who's the common denominator in all of this? It's you. So you need to change something. You need to change the type of guys you go after. Because if you do the same thing over and over and over and it doesn't work, it's you.
I know you can say, who cares? It's just a ring. It's just a piece of paper. I care. I've always cared. I have always wanted someone to just do it, just propose to me, and not only do it, but want to do it. And 2-year relationship, 3-year relationship, 8-year relationship.
Come on. If you as a woman stay with a guy for 8 years and after the first 3 he doesn't propose, he will never propose. How do women not understand this?
Like, I just want to know how other people are getting engaged.
I'm gonna need the short girls to start dating the short kings. Please. I'm begging you. If you're 5'4", a guy that's 5'9" is still 5 inches taller than you. 5 inches taller than me is 6'5". Okay, 5'9" might not be tall for the earth, but he's tall for you.
Yes, but that doesn't matter. They all want guys over 6 feet. They all want the top 10% of guys. That's the problem. And now women that are taller are mad about it because they can't find a guy that's taller than them.
Just do me a solid, man. Stop snatching up all the prime real estate.
No, it's a competition between all the women. Nobody's going to do you a solid. Nobody.
I saw a girl that's 5'2" dating a guy that's 6'8". How does that even work? You're gonna get that man back problems. Like, is he squatting down to hug you like I squat to hug my toddler? Like, please.
Oh, did she say toddler? So she's a single mother. Of course. Of course you're not going to get the tall, handsome guy if you're a single mother.
6'3" is like tall for me. So I have a very limited pool to choose from here. Date the short kings, please. It's easier for you. It's impossible for me. Thank you.
The ideal number of men to have in your rotation.
No, but this. I have a client who's in Europe and she does something called rotational dating. She'll date around 20 guys all at the same time. She won't sleep with any of them. No kissing, no nothing.
Of course, she will just get free dinners from them.
She'll wear the exact same outfit on all of the dates and go on similar dates. And she said it's really fascinating because you'll start to realize.
The real fascinating part is that there are 20 guys that want to date her. That's the fascinating part. There are 20 guys with no self-esteem that want to date a woman that has rotational dating. That's the sad part. How are you not talking to her, not knowing that she's going on other dates, 20 guys? How much of a simp are you?
That you are able to easily cut people off the list who are behaving badly, not calling back, not showing up in the right way that you want them to. But when you're only dating one person, you're constantly giving them this investment and the benefit of the doubt. And so typically you end up with the wrong person. She said out of dating the 20, it is so clear that some people are like front runners of compatibility. And I find it so interesting.
When she knows to do the elbow thing. I really don't know what elbow thing is.
So if you don't know what the elbow method is, let me help you out and show you girls. So you want to make sure you're both nice and comfy. You're going to use one arm to support yourself, and then you just...
And guys are into that.
Find hotter than a man with a six-pack, or a man with a really good haircut, or a man with shiny toys, or like whatever they use to like flex these days. It's a man with daddy energy. And by daddy energy, I mean like a provider. Like it's a providing energy. Like
I'm a provider and I don't want kids. So do I have the daddy energy or not? I don't get it. Why is it called daddy then? If you just want a provider and a protector. Oh, you have daddy issues, that's why. I get it now.
like a man who's just going to take care of you, not necessarily financially, but like emotionally and physically, and he just shows up. He's a man of his word, or he goes and grabs the door for you, not because he's trying to impress you, but like he literally does that for everybody. Or he checks on you, like, did you make it home okay? How are you feeling emotionally? Like checks in on you. Yeah, and like I'm at the point now where it doesn't even matter if you're older, if you're younger, if you have a six-pack, if you don't have a six-pack, if you have a full hairline or you don't have a full hairline. It's what's your energy. And if you don't have daddy energy, I can't do it.
Okay guys, so it's time for me to answer a few questions. In California, when, not if, the wife files for divorce, she takes the dude for 50% of his assets plus 50% of his retirement benefits plus 50% of his 401k investments, 100% of the house if there are kids, and 80% custody of any kids. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. So in Romania, because I didn't explain in the last video very good. So in Romania, if it's not her house, if you paid for the house, she doesn't get 50%. She doesn't get 50% of your money. She can't touch your retirement. She can't touch your pension. None of that. You don't have to pay any alimony. There is no such things. Plus, I also want to talk about taxes. If anybody wants to come to Romania, so if you own a small business, I don't know how it's called in the USA, like a business where you're the only employer, you have to pay 3% taxes, 3%. If you have a business that has less than 5 employees, less or 5 employees, you pay only 1%. And only then after that, if you have a bigger company and depending on how much money you make a month, you have to pay either 10% or 19%. So just wanted to let everybody know, in case they're wondering or in case they want to come here to start a business, so you know. Of course, you should always talk to a professional. I'm not a professional. Maybe some laws have changed. You should always do that before coming here. Okay, the next question. Do you have common law marriages in Romania? I sometimes fear living with your girlfriend could put you in an unconsenting marriage. No, there is no such things here. That's just stupid. That's a stupid law. How often would you say you fight with your girlfriend? How long have you been with her? What would you say is the biggest problem in your relationship? We don't fight. We don't, because my girlfriend watches every video I have done, and she learns from it. Just like I tell you guys to watch my videos and learn to see the red flags, she also learns what to do, what not to do, what I like based on what I say, and she acts accordingly. We've been, this year I think it will be 4 years. So we don't have any problems. At the moment, we're just fine. Because she knows, she understands me better by just watching videos of mine. And understanding how other women act and how not to act and what not to say. If women saw my videos, they would do the same. I have messages from women saying that because they watch my videos, now they're better wives. But they're very few. They're very few. Like I got, since I opened my channel, I got maybe 10, 15 messages like that. Usually when women watch my channel, they just watch for like 2-3 minutes, and when I say something they don't like, they're emotional, of course, because they're women, and they call me an incel. Or worse. I've been called worse. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.